Caitlin Clark's crossover from basketball to golf has been a monumental moment for women's sports. Her signing with the LPGA and participation in a Pro-Am event was nothing short of historic, drawing crowds and generating massive social media buzz. Fans flocked to the LPGA's platforms, showing overwhelming excitement for Clark's debut in golf, and the LPGA responded brilliantly. They didn't just invite her to a low-profile event but showcased her talent with top-tier media coverage, including televised broadcasts, strategic social media promotion, and even pairing Clark with Nelly Korda, the world's #1 golfer. The result? A staggering 34 million social media impressions, numbers the WNBA can only dream of. Yet, ESPN and the WNBA seem to completely miss the boat. ESPN, typically expected to hype up such an industry-shifting story, instead buried Clark's golf debut under lackluster coverage. The kind of enthusiasm and excitement the moment deserved was entirely absent. ESPN's coverage was so uninspired it barely registered, like an afterthought on a busy news cycle. This wasn't just a missed opportunity, it was a missed cultural moment, one that could have resonated far beyond the sport of golf or basketball. Even more frustrating was the WNBA's response, or lack thereof. Not a tweet, not a post, not even a mention. It was as if Clark's groundbreaking move to the LPGA didn't exist at all. This, from a league that should be championing its brightest stars and elevating them to the mainstream. Instead, the WNBA seemed content to watch as Clark's stardom bloomed in a completely different sport, while they failed to promote their own future stars. It's baffling, especially given how much crossover appeal Clark has. With her basketball prowess, her media presence, and now her venture into golf, she's a once-in-a-generation athlete. Yet, the WNBA acted like she didn't even matter. It's not just Clark who's being ignored, it's a bigger problem with the league's overall marketing strategy. With future talents like Paige Buchers and Juju Watkins coming into the league, the WNBA has a chance to finally put women's professional basketball on the map. But if the league keeps failing to promote its brightest talents, these players may very well look elsewhere. They're watching how the WNBA treats their peers, and right now it's not looking promising. Meanwhile, the LPGA has shown exactly how to capitalize on an athlete's star power. They turned Caitlin Clark into a global sensation for a day, generating buzz not just for her, but for the entire sport of golf. This wasn't just a golf event. It was an entertainment spectacle. The WNBA could have done something similar, but they stayed silent. The message they've sent to fans and potential stars is clear. The WNBA doesn't know how to market itself, let alone its athletes. As if that wasn't bad enough, consider the endorsements. Serena Williams, one of the most influential athletes in history, praised Clark's talent and resilience. If Serena Williams recognizes Caitlin Clark's potential, why can't the WNBA? Yet, instead of capitalizing on this moment, the league did nothing. This is a tragedy for the league, for the players, and for the fans who want to see women's sports thrive. The LPGA's win is a wake-up call for everyone. Showcase your stars, elevate your athletes, and recognize the moment when it's right in front of you. Instead, ESPN and the WNBA have proven that they are stuck in the past, failing to recognize how important marketing and promotion are for the future of women's sports. Caitlin Clark's contract with the LPGA wasn't just a moment for golf, it was a moment for all women in sports. And yet, it's one that will go down as a missed opportunity, thanks to the apathetic response from ESPN and the WNBA's ongoing incompetence.